Hi everyone, so today's video is on comedy of manners and sentimental comedy. Comedy of manners is a play where we will see happy ending, and it is the kind of play that aims at making people laugh at certain follies, vanities, hypocrisies, and also weaknesses of people for the purpose of reforming society. Now, comedy of manners is a comedy that deals with the behavior of people, and this kind of comedy was the dominant genre of drama during the Restoration period. There is also a very satiric tone in such comedies, and the use of witty language in such comedies is to highlight the superficial lives of the people. So, comedy of manners is a kind of comedy that is very well suited to expose the superficial values of the upper class society during the time. And one very remarkable example of comedy of manners is Oscar Wilde's Importance of Being Earnest. Now let's look at some key features of comedy of manners. So comedy of manners is characterized by light-hearted, fun, and sometimes even rude and severe conversations. So the characters use language or speeches that are brilliant on the surface but hollow within. The dialogues are short and sharp, and there's ample use of wit in comedy of manners. Sentimental comedy was a form of comedy that emerged in the 1800s in Britain, and it was a sort of reaction against the comedy of manners, which was also, again, very popular during the Restoration period. Now, the basic idea of all sentimental comedy was that man was good but was capable of being misled. So, what we will basically see in sentimental comedies was the presentation of characters who were very noble but who got into trouble and who eventually found the road to salvation. An ironical thing that we will find in sentimental comedy would be how these plays would likely bring the audience to tears rather than to laughter. Now, let's look at some features of sentimental comedy. Here, humors were replaced by pathos, and humorous situations were replaced by pathetic situations. So, sentimental comedy were characterized by emotions of pity and sympathy instead of wit and humor. Therefore, they were serious from the beginning to the end and were entirely removed from the realities of life. Also, the characters were not real men and women, but then the production of the minds of the playwrights. So, the writers introduced characters from middle class life characterized by virtue without any gain of vice in them. And since these writers were moralists, they also wanted to teach morals through the medium of their plays and also through their characters. The dialogues in sentimental comedy were neither severe nor sparkling, and sentimental comedy remained popular for nearly half a century. And the arrival of sentimental comedy also drove out genuine comedy from English stage. The keen observations and realistic touches, which had always brightened the earlier comedy, had completely disappeared with the arrival of the sentimental comedy. And therefore, considering all the features of sentimental comedy, it would be a misnomer to call it a comedy. Rather, it would be more appropriate to call such comedy a homily dialogue. If you liked the video, please do leave a like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.